Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 3 of my review of the Walthers Mainline SW7 Illinois Central Gulf. In parts 1 and 2 I did an unboxing, talked about the prototype, and I swapped out the DC board with a DCC decoder, added a scale sound speaker system, and now I'm going to talk you through. You can see on my test layout here I've got my computer set up. There's a Lokprogrammer in the case. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple things here. We're going to show you how to find and download the sound files from the ESU website, and then we'll go ahead and we'll quick program these decoders. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do if you want to load a sound file onto a Loksound decoder is you're going to want to go to the Loksound website. So I use Google Chrome. The website is esu.eu. You don't need to type in the start site. Just esu.eu. It'll pull up the home page. You're going to want to click. This is all in German, by the way. So click on this English translation, unless you're British, and you can click on the other English translation, which is more of a European, the English translation. So on the website, you're going to click on this downloads, and then you're going to click on sound files. And depending on what decoder you have, they have them categorized in the family of 5, the Loksound 4 and the Loksound Select, and then previous versions. So we have a Loksound 5 decoder, and what we are going to look for here is, so there again, subcategories here. Loksound 5 factory equipped sounds, that's going to be for, you know, mostly scale train stuff, some Intermountain stuff. That's the default sound files that they use, which is actually kind of nice. But down here, if you click on this North American and Australian sound files, this is a customized sound file for multiple locomotives. So we can subcategorize this down to diesel, and I'll be very honest, I'm just going to cheat here and just put in an SW7. And it's going to filter it down to the number of SW7s that they have sound projects for. So there's a couple different choices we have here. Here is a EMD 12-cylinder 567C, which is for an EF7. Have to be careful. Here is a 6-cylinder 567. This is for an SW1. Here is a EMD 12. This is a 567B, 2 exhaust, non-turbocharged. And here's another one, EMD 12-cylinder. Here's a 567A, 2 exhaust, no turbo. Here's an 8-cylinder 567 CR, non-turbocharged. So a few different SW7s. The other nice thing too, if you click on this demo sound, it'll actually give you a quick demo of what you're going to hear. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the microphone or not. So when you're satisfied with which one you want, and it's personal preference, I know these are newer locomotives, so I am actually going to use the 567A because the SW7s were early production. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. It's always going to ask you to accept and download. So this will dump the sound file down into the downloads folder on your computer. I'm using a PC. I'm not using a Apple product for this. So now next thing, we're just going to open up our Lokprogrammer. Give that a second here to pop up. It's asking me if I want to install a new version. Yeah, I'll do it later. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this open file button, and I'm going to browse my downloads folder. So let's go ahead and click on downloads, and here is the sound file. It's S0762. So we'll double click on that. It loads the sound project into Lokprogrammer. So now at this point you would definitely want to put your locomotive on the track, which I have. Now again, as I mentioned in part 1 and part 2, the Loksound 5 decoders I bought were blank when I bought them, but the person I bought them from, Scale Sound Systems, he will preload the sounds for you if you get an ESU file. So just for the sake of simplicity and to save time, I had him preload them. But if you had a blank decoder, all you'd have to do now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to write the decoder data. So I'd click on this. I'm not going to do it because these decoders are already programmed. It takes a minute or two to write the decoder data, and then you're going to click on this write sound data, the music note with the red arrow to the right. Depending upon the sound file, it takes anywhere from about 20 to 30 minutes to load the sound file on there. Once that's done, you have the decoder written, and then you're going to go ahead and move into the next part of your programming and set your CV values for what you'd like them to be.